we should all be really mourning how we've been deceived. I mean, not just going, "Oh, we've been deceived," but, like, our nature's been stolen from us. It makes me really, really deeply sad when I think
Mm,
about, us coming onto the planet as just energetic, vibrant beings that are just all about love and connection and, what can I create here? And it was stolen from us. And I know that's a strange thing for a unity minister to say because I know unity is all about, creating your own life. And it is true. We can create our own life. But we're starting off like way, way back when it's almost like our innocence, but also just our wisdom is clouded, is taken from us and replaced with something else, and then we buy into it, and we're a cog in the machine, and it's really something that rather than sit there and go, "Well, I want my meat," or whatever it is, that we need to pause and look at how this is trauma. This is a trauma that happened to us, that first spoonful of baby food that was ham and peas, or that first, hunting trip, or whatever. All of these are trauma, pulling us away from who we are as divine,
mhm.
God-centered beings. And what we do though, what we do with trauma is we skip over it. And we just move on and, what can I do? How can I be happy? What can I accumulate? And I really think that I hope what your book does is provide a pause for people to just sit in the horror of what these attitudes have inflicted upon us and changed us into those beings that we were talked about earlier, where you can't trust humanity because they're going to, without without control, they're going to run rampant. That was taught to us. That was taught to us. And it did start with those first moments of trauma. And so what I'm hoping is that we also just kind of awaken to that and really sit with it and feel it. And then rather than hold on to it, all this crap that we've been taught, that we go, "You know what? No, no, I'm somebody else."
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that. That's really the key in everything is to see that we have been wounded. Everyone's been wounded. And when someone's been wounded and they're acting out in violent ways, I mean, we want to punish them usually, or at least get them to stop. But to have understanding, we've been wounded by being born and raised in this animal agriculture focused society. I call it a herderism. Herderism is the foundational practice and attitude of our society, and it's traumatic. You're exactly right, and you're exactly right when you say I really agree that with trauma we don't want to go back there. We don't want to think about it. We just want to like cover it over. Don't talk about it. Let's talk about something else. Let's just move on. And we need to really look at the trauma that we are inflicting on animals and that has been inflicted on us as little children and continuing all the way up to be eating misery and terror and fear and pain and despair and all kinds of toxins that go with that, heavy metals and PCBs and all dioxin and all kinds of other stuff, but also just what it's done to our physical body and to our mental body and our spiritual body. And know that we can purify. That's the thing. We can purify. That the natural tendency of nature is to clean things up, right? You have
Mhm,
water
mhm,
that's been
mhm.
polluted, but if you stop polluting it, it will cleanse.